Hi, good afternoons and welcome to Methodist PD Institutes. And today we will have special trainings to all the social workers and even those who are currently working with the NGO or departments or who would like to help the community. So today trainings we will have about around 6 of us here from different organizations and different departments. And today we will focus on introductions to social work, building skill for social impact. And then today I'm your trainer, Miss Poon, or my full name is Nyuk Phin. I'm from Methodist PD Institutes and would like to welcome you all again to join our today trainings. So before we start, I will have some ice breakings with you all. Okay, so this ice breaking is very easy. So have you ever heard tic-tac-toe? So, yes, okay. So in case you don't know what is tic-tac-toe means, so okay, firstly you need to draw the line, the box, something like this ones, okay. And then after that, okay, I have few questions to you all. So I have a few questions to you all, and then you need to write your answers on the box that you have prepared. So after you write the answers into the box that you have prepared, so you need to mingle around and walk around and ask your friends, your teammates. If let's say your friends, you prefer coffee or tea, let's say you write your answer is coffee here, and your friends, let's say your friends like coffee here, so you write the name of your friend here, okay, so which is same to you. If your friends have the same answer with you, let's say 1, 2, 3, you strike then you will win. So we will look at the faster winner. Okay, we'll look at the fastest winners who can actually strike 1 row. Okay, any questions?
Only 1 row.
Only 1 row enough. Yes, only 1 row enough. I will give you a paper now. Okay, you just draw the box. Thank you. So you can draw the box. Okay, just draw the box. No needs the whole complete blocks. Okay, let's say, okay, then how you feel today? If you feel happy, you can write happy. So what is your hometown famous for? Let's say Cebu is famous with Gambua. Then do you prefer coffee or tea? Let's say I like tea. So you write your answers. Okay, so I give you around 1 minute. Is it enough, 1 minute?
Yeah.
Yes, okay, that's good. Okay, it's very easy. You can write any answers that you like. Yes, any questions?
You just write our answer on this paper.
Yes, just write your answer in the paper.
And then later on we see who is the one that connected with us, and then we put their name over here
Yes.
in the boxes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, okay, I believe we wait for Jonathan, so maybe. So it's a very easy games. Okay, so after you all have write your answers, so I will count the time. Okay, within 1 minute, you walk around. Let's say I like tea. Let's say you found another person's. Would you like to be famous? Yes, yes again. Maybe another like this. Okay, then if you found it, and then it's strikes. If opposites with the answer, then you cannot write that. It means that you need to find another person's. Okay, you need to find the one who has the same response to you. If don't have, then no, not striking. Okay, understand? Okay, no, wait. 1, 2, 3. Okay, you can walk around.
Me.
Okay, walk around. Yes?
3 of us.
3 of us. I haven't asked to start, you already right there.
Can change.
Good, no, yes. Yeah.
Coffee 係啊，金華
No, yes.
Japan
No, yes. Tea. Oh, what's the name? Yes.
Good no yes 我也是 good no yes 你也是 good no yes
Yeah, good, no, yes.
So, who is the first one? Can raise out your hand. 1, 2, 3. So, again. I see
Okay.
two of you. 1, 2, 3. Who is the first one? It's okay. We have Francisca and Jonathan is the first one. Let's give them a clap. Yeah. So, since would like to ask Jonathan's, okay? So, she like coffee or tea?
Tea.
Tea. Okay, I want to ask Francisca's. So, who like to be famous? The ones that written inside your...
No.
No. Who is the no? Jonathan's. Okay. Maybe Jonathan's. Do you like durians?
No.
No. Who don't like durian with you? Just now, the one who write inside your box.
Not sure.
Not sure. It's okay. So what you all have learned from this tic-tac-toe?
Know the others' favorite, and also why is their country, their hometown have farm.
Okay, know about them, whether what they like, their hometowns, the things that the hometown they're famous with. How about here? What you all have learned from these games?
Learn to be fast.
Learn to be fast, yes. Learn to be fast, yes. True. So actually in social works, when you're working with others, so because you are actually chasing times, there is a lots of different cases. You are chasing a times, then you need to be fast, you need to be accurate, and even you start a relationships, like for example now, so maybe you don't know, maybe you know each other, so you will ask questions. You ask questions to ask them, oh, how are you? So are you feeling happy? Are you feeling good? Actually, by asking questions, you actually know them better. You can know your teammate. So do you know your teammate better now?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
No, maybe yes, it's okay. It's okay. So at the end of these programs, you will know each other's. You know each other's. Okay. So no one asked about me. Okay, then I introduce myself about me. So I actually am Sabahans. I am graduate of UNIMAS with Master of Social Science, major in Social Works. So I have around 10 years of teaching experience. At the same time, I currently is the program leaders of Methodist PD Institute of the programs of Diploma in Social Works. So also the faculty advisors for Leo Club, MPI Leo Clubs, and also Music Club. So at the same time, I have been involving in Microwave, Mosh Movie or Not Film Festivals, and also JCI Cebu. So you can see this is the pictures. So this is my student. This is with Watch Movie or Not. So this is during the field trips, Chirpawe, Pusat activity, Waga Emas. So this is me. Okay. So I have know about myself. Okay. Just now I don't know about you all. Okay. So I would like you all to introduce yourself. Okay. Your name. Okay, nature of your company or position. So, what are the works that you are doing? Okay, so experience in social works, expectations in this training, in this course. Okay, so I'd like to start from you first.
I need to stand up.
Oh, it's okay. You can stand up or you can feel free. Sit down also, no problem.
Okay, my name is John Ruby. Okay, you guys can call me John. Okay, and I currently intern in Methodist PD Institute as a intern counseling student. Okay, and my experience in social work, I do have conduct the program during my last semester in my courses lecturers because our last semesters we do have a program in Kampong Telaga area. So maybe for the objective of this program is to help the resident in that area to know about the counseling program and also to help them to know about the knowledge about counseling skill. And my expectation of this course is maybe I want to know more about the social work. How does the social work works, and also learn more knowledge about this course.
Okay, thank you, John. Let's give a class. Thank you. So he is, what is his name? John's. Okay, remembers him, John's. Okay, so next.
Good afternoon. I am Ming, and I'm now currently a volunteer of Pejabat Kebajikan Masyarakat Bahagian Sibu. And my experience in social work before this is that I have been teaching tuition at Destiny for Children as a part-time tuition teacher. And another thing is that I have been doing assistant teaching in Sibu Autistic Association as a volunteer. And my expectation for this course is that I will be able to learn more about social work and to improve on my skills and value and knowledge. Yeah.
Thank you. So let's give Ming a clap. So everyone, his name is Ming. Okay. So you can see that so both of you want to learn about social work. What social work really is. So this is actually the purpose of this training. So thank you. So continue.
Okay, good afternoon. My name is Jonathan, and I come from volunteer from Akape Center. So my experience in social work is during MCO. I have joined my church to attend about the food bank, and we will help use this food to help the family who needs, and also the old person. They not able to moving out from their home. So I joined my church member to give some food for them. Yes, and my expectation for this course is I can learn more skills in social work. Yes, that's all.
Okay, that's great. Let's give Jonathan that. Great, thank you so much. It's great. So yes, during the MCOs, a lot of us has been involving in food banks and different helping our services, providing services to different groups. That's good. That's nice. So we have here.
Yeah. Hi everyone. My name is Francisca, and I'm working at TTG as a volunteer. And then I don't have any experience in social work. And then my expectation of this course is I want to know what is social work and how they can work with the TTG. Is it they related and shows the competency as well. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Let's give her a class.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Derek. So I'm currently working at an institute. So my position is as a counselor. So I have 10 years experience in counseling. So about experience in social work, I currently not much experience about social work. So I come to attend this course because I wish to learn more about social work and what social work actually do. Yeah, this is my purpose.
Thank you, Derek.
My name is Sui Jing. Then I'm a volunteer from Akape. Then I'm not many experience in social work. Just have participate in some event lah. Then I expect to learn something in this course.
That's good. Thank you, Xue Jing. Yes, here. So I believe you all have know each others. We have Xue Jing here, Derek, Francisca, Jonathan, Ming, and John's here. So why we need to actually know each other then? Because later on you're going to work together with your groups. So we have a lots of group works later. So as you all have shared your expectation, you would like to know what is social work is about and what are the knowledge, skill and values social work is about. So the program objective of this whole training is actually at the end of the program, participants will be able to gain fundamental social work knowledge, values and skill in providing effective social support. So as we have known, so some of you are working with children, and some of you are working with the homeless, and some of you are working with the people with disabilities, and some of you even working with different groups of peoples. So at the end of these trainings, so the learning outcome, I would like everyone to read together with me the first learning outcome. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Describe what is meant by professional social works. So we want to focus on your development of your professionals. So what is meant by professional social works? So seconds, demonstrate effective communications and active listening skill to establish rapport with individuals and communities. So at this end of the modules, so are you able to show your effective communications, active listening skills to others? Okay, so last, apply cultural competency and sensitivity in social work interactions with diverse populations. So as a social works, we need to be competent. So what is meant by competence? Are you able to work effectively, efficiently with your clients? So we have 3 main outcomes: professional, effective, and competency. So by the end of these trainings, so we will achieve this outcome. So, and then before we enter to our module 1, so there is some classroom rules or the sections rules. So firstly, silence your mobile phones. And then second, don't use your laptops until you are being instructed to do so. And then the third, only use your mobile phone if necessary outside, or if you have urgent call, you can go outside the rooms and pick up the call. So feel free and easy. So any questions to ask before we go to the next module? No questions. Okay, that's good. Okay, so the module 1, so on your tables, so there is a handout for you all. So on module 1, so we will look at the overview of social works. So before I enter to these overviews of social works, so I would like to ask questions. So what is social works and who is social workers? So if you see that there is a slide door, I would like you all to go to your phone. Now everyone can take out your phone. Okay, so now everyone can take out your phones and key in these codes 119411. So you just go to the Google and type Slido 119411. So what is your perceptions of social workers? So who is social works is? So I give you 2 minutes to write. Okay, some of you have put. So when you put the polls, okay, so volunteer. Okay, provide assistance. So who is social works? So who is social workers? What is social works is? So you can keep typing your answers. So we can see our professions, volunteer, access and intervenes, empowering. So donate, help the others is NGO, working in NGO. So not volunteers, okay. So donates, okay, helping others related to community. So practical theory-based, kind-hearted person is a helper. So I give you last 10 seconds. So, okay, so you can see helpers here. Okay, is the biggest. So most of you think that social works is a helpers. Okay, so we will look at this. Is social works is a helpers? Okay. So as you can see, helpers is the biggest welfare services. Okay, so let's look at this. So maybe when you ask your friend, have you ever, your friends ask you who is social works? So what you do? Any of your friends, do you have friends or your family or relative? Do they ask you, hey, Aboya, what you do girl oh, what you do or let's say Francisca, hey, apa lah TTG sana, have you ever? Yes, there's a question. So today's, okay, we will look at this, how we actually can answer when our friends or relatives ask, what is social works is? So some of you maybe some of you just now donate monies, clothes and foods. Yes, maybe some of you, okay, nothing. Volunteer in charitable NGO or events. Okay, so yeah, maybe. It's kind-hearted who care for those who less fortunate. Okay, maybe, don't know, yes. A superhero who can serve just anything. No, okay. So a superhero, are we a superhero? Our social workers are superheroes. So today we will look at this. So what social works is. So before we go into deeper, let's watch one video. Okay, let's watch one videos. So from this National Associations of Social Workers. So this is who we are. So who are the social workers? Who are the social workers?
Social workers are dedicated to enhancing human well-being and helping meet the basic needs of all people. We work to empower people who are vulnerable, oppressed, or living in poverty. Social work has been around for more than a century. Our profession has been instrumental in pushing for major social reforms, including Social Security, the minimum wage, and equal rights for minorities, women, and people who are LGBTQIA. We need social workers now more than ever. Today, social work professionals are tackling issues that include income equality, access to health care, and care for our aging population. Social work is one of the fastest growing professions in the country. There are more than 700,000 social workers in the United States, and that number is expected to rise to almost 800,000 by the year 2028. Social work is incredibly diverse. You'll find social workers in mental health, substance abuse treatment, healthcare, family and children's services, aging, in schools, and in local, state, and federal government. Learn more about the life-changing support that social workers provide at helpstartshere.org.
So after you watch the video, so what's social work is?
Social work is a profession who aim to empower people who are in need.
Okay, social work is a profession who aims to empower those that are in need. Okay, that's good. So how about here. Have any debates and to empower the ones who need, or you have other thoughts?
Social workers working with different clients.
Okay, social workers working with different clients. How about Jonathan?
I think social worker using with a lot of skill and also patience.
So social workers need a lot of skill and patience. Derek, do you agree with Jonathan's?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So why two of you agree, like Derek and Jing?
Because a social worker is a professional position or job, so we need a lot of training and we need those knowledge and our skills, especially our interpersonal skills, to approach people to or help or empower who we care or who we need to help. So that's why we need. A social worker need a lot of training before we become a social worker.
So as a social worker, so we need a lot of different skills. Like Jonathan had mentioned, Mr. Derry has mentioned, and Xuan Jing have agreed with. So we need interpersonal skills as we are working with others. So we need to communicate to others. We need to know how to speak. So how to start a conversations and how to end the conversations well. So that's why we need to have the skills, the values and knowledge. How about John? Haven't heard from you.
Social worker, I agree. I agree that the social worker is a professional career that really needs a lot of training. And also, just like Ms. Wu said earlier, the social worker also must have an interpersonal skills such as active listening or communication skills.
Okay, thank you, John. So social workers is a professionals as well. Okay, so we with different skills. Okay. So yes, all the answers actually have stated by you all. So social work is a profession with knowledge, values, and skills. So what kinds of knowledge, values, and skills that social workers need? So let's look at this one first. Okay, so these pictures actually I took during my volunteers works, and also during with my students in MPI, Methodist PD Institutes. These ones we actually went to Kapits, and these whole groups of students actually is a stateless students, which they are from Long Singut, the kampong around Long Singut, but currently they stay in Kapits. So we actually have 3M Baca Menulis Mengira program with these students. Actually, this student has been actually been asked to stop from the education system because they don't have IC, they don't have identity card or birth cert. So when they don't have their birth cert, identity cards, so it means that they are not registered in the system, so they be asked to leave. So we have these programs with them, literacy program with them for 1 week. And these pictures, any guess? Any guess on these pictures?
Food basket.
Food baskets, maybe. Okay. So actually, this is the milk powder. This is the medicines. Maybe very hard to see. Okay. So this happens in one of the pulau in Sabah, near to Sempona. So these are the bajau laut. Okay. So most of them actually even stay on the boards or in the board. Okay. And some of them stay in the islands. So we actually have a mission trips through these kampongs to provide them with the basic necessary, the basic needs. Okay, provide them with the basic needs to them. They actually are there to get the very basic medications like Panadol or all these painkillers, okay, and some foods. So based on these pictures, so both of this group actually is stateless. One stateless in Sabah, so one stateless in Sarawak. So you see this is the issues that happens in Malaysia or even in Borneo. So based on these two photos, so what knowledge, value and skills are needed in order to work effectively with them? So you can discuss in groups, and then you can send one representative to write on top of the whiteboards. So I will give you around 5 minutes to discuss. So what are the knowledge, value and skills? It's not wrong and right. What is your first thoughts? What are the knowledge, values and skills that you think in order for you as a social worker to work effectively with them? I will give you 5 minutes to discuss, and then you can send one representative to write on top.
Marginalized community for the knowledge.
Knowledge. It means what knowledge and skills we need in order to help them, right?
Yeah.
So we need to discuss what a social worker need to know for the knowledge wise. So maybe we need to know their culture. Maybe.
I will play some music.
Yeah.
The cultures, marginalized communication, ethnicity, just like what you say.
Marginalized communities. The value may be just
你觉得最近需要什么知识来去帮助他们？Anything?
assessment, the skill or assessment.
Skills assessment. Some things you know how to communication skills. Yeah. 是沟通技巧。Communication skills. And maybe some proposal maybe.
Yeah.
Skill, cultural, interpersonal. Anything skills assessment. Assessments, I need to interview them, right? Interview them.
So if you are ready, you can write on tops, and then would like you to send one representative to share, okay? Would like you to send one representative to share the knowledge, values and skills that you have written down. In case maybe some of you written the same things, is okay, okay? So you can explain why you written the knowledge, value and skills, why you state so. So you can anything to add on. So you can discuss and then pick one person to present. So afterwards you all can choose one person to present. So we have knowledge, marginalized, okay, values, empathy, acceptance, self-determination, skill, assessment, communications. Okay. So later you need to present why need this skill, why we need this assessment skill, why we need this communication.
You have this competence to
Okay, you have this competence to share.
Okay.
Okay, if ready, you can write on tops. Okay, you can send one representative. So are you both is a presenter as well?
Yeah.
Okay, so you, okay. So means that others, you all, if they don't know how to add on, so you all need to support them. So if on the grounds you suddenly think of any new ideas, you can come to the front and then help them to add on.
Done.
So we wait for Ming. Then Ming will be the presenting first. Okay, so this is the response. So I will let Min to present first. So why use that song? So why based on these two pictures? Why? So these are the knowledge. So why explain on it?
Okay, before I start, I'm sorry for my handwriting. For knowledge, we think that sociology, we need to have the knowledge of sociology as in we need to understand that how the environment will affect the well-being of the people who are living there, and many more. And besides that, we also look at Maslow's hierarchy of needs because we need to ensure that their basic needs are fulfilled as according to what Maslow had proposed, so that they can have a way to improve their life in an effective manner. And another thing is that because we are working with people of different culture, we need to have the awareness so that we won't be like being very intrusive when we are interacting with them, and so that they will accept us to be with them and working together in partnership to improve their well-being. And another thing, I believe that we also need to identify the available resources so that we will be able to have like looking for sponsors or other type of assistance where we can work together to help them. And yeah, this is for the knowledge part. As for the values, we believe that what we want to do is empowerment. We want to always be imbued with the sense of empowering to them so that it won't become a dependency. It will strive for them to work even for themselves to improve their life situation. And another thing is that open-mindedness, because we are working with people with different culture, we need to have the open-mindedness so that we can interact in a better way. And also non-judgmental. They may have a different way of living and their norms and their culture can be different. We don't judge them, we work together with them. And as for skill, I believe when we are working with people, like interpersonal skills such as active listening will always be important because we want to surely know that what is their needs. To ensure that when we are doing the planning, the intervention, we are not just subsidiary. We are truly assessing their needs and intervening according to their needs. And leadership, as in we are always working in a team, so we need to have the leadership skills in order to aim at the right direction and do it in the right direction. Yeah, that's all for us.
Okay, thank you. So I give you a clap. Any add-on from the team members? No, no add-ons. Very good. Or this team, any debate? Not agree? Or disagree with it? Any of it?
No.
No, no.
We don't dare.
You don't dare to discuss. It's okay, thank you. So yes, so these are some of the knowledge, okay, sociologists, need to know how they interact and what are the needs they want. Cultural awareness, we know that they are different from our cultures. So they are two different cultures. Even here, we have very diverse culture. And available resources, it's very important to know the available resources that have in them. So because we are aiming for empowerment. Open-mindedness. So open-mindedness, what is mean by open-mindedness? If you see that, don't wear shoes, kenapa lah? Tak pakai kasut ni kotor ni. Or even the baby maybe with all the sand with you, saya nak. They grab you, later your hands like this, So you can open-mindedness, non-judgmental in interacting with them. And then skills, active listening. So later on, we will learn about active listening. Can we listen? Okay, hearing and listen is different. Listen, do you able to understand what they want to communicate to you? Okay, plans. So planning can be involved. Before you go there, you need to have plans, what are the things you need to bring, who to contact, who to work with, who are the community leaders. So interventions, leaderships. So interventions, how do you work with them? Leaderships. So as you work in teams, so we need a leaders to actually to guide, to bring the whole teams to work together. Okay, thank you. So next we have Francisca. Yeah.
So the first one we choose marginalized community because the stateless issue in Sabah and Sarawak is a part of the marginalized community. And then as well, like Ming said, we need to know about the culture because we have a different culture, and then they have a diverse community as well. And then for the value, we choose about empathy because we know the conditions of the stateless children, okay, and then we accept them, accept who they are, okay, leaders they are doesn't have identification cards or birth cert, okay, and then we need to have a self-determination as well, okay. So this is a part of our value, and then for the skills, the first one is assessment. Okay, maybe after we going like in the Sarawak topic, okay, we do the assessment. Okay, what the needs, okay, what they should have, because the children is not going to school. Okay, unable going to school, and then we need to have a communication skills with the children as well. Yeah, I think that's all.
Thank you. Any add-on from the team? No, no add-on. Against. Anything that you disagree? No, okay. All agree, is it? Okay. So marginalized community, so they are marginalized community. Why we say they are marginalized community? Because one thing, firstly, do they have IC? No. They don't even have birth certs. So means that when they don't have IC, birth cert, do they have right to education?
No.
No. Do they have right to even open a bank account? No. It's okay. So even do they can go to the clinics? No. So maybe yes, but they need to pay triple or lots of money in order to get these facilities. So cultures, okay, similars, empathy, can we feel, can we put on their shoes, can we understand them, accept who they are, who they are culturally, who they are originally, self-determinations. So they have this right to say yes or no to certain things. There is this yes or rights to their choice, to their rights. So assessment, communication skill. So all these are very important knowledge, value, and skills that you are needed to work with the organizations or to the target community. So let's look at it further. So what kind of knowledge that we need? Okay, we have written down sociology, so which you learn about working with others, interactions with others, and how one's work with others, not just individual groups, and also the community. So psychology is learning about your mental well, so, okay, how you think, how you thoughts, your behavior. Okay, human developments. So human development here, okay, can start from baby, okay, until adulthood or even through death. Okay, so as social workers, we can say that we actually work with even from the wombs, from baby until the tombs. Okay, so we are working with a big range of individuals and peoples. So politics, economy, and theory and methods. So these are all things that we need to have these understandings. So if we don't know the, let's say, economy, so we don't know the budget, so we don't know how much supports that we can get and then supports the target community. So that's why we need this knowledge. Okay, we need this knowledge, and then we will need the knowledge of different field. As I say, child and family, we are working from baby, okay, until even after death. Okay, so child protections, women, minority, people with disability, marginalized community, health and mental health. Do you think that from these pictures, are there any people with disabilities? Are there any peoples we can't see, right? So actually, some of the students actually have learning disabilities. So, but they are not being diagnosed with the pediatricians, but there is a symptoms of they have this disability. So that's why we need to learn the very basic informations to help different types of groups, and even that when we know that we even can help each of us here and even help ourselves. So next, skills. So skill in assessments, to assess what is their needs, to assess about what they currently feelings okay or not okay, to assess different things. So do we have these skills? So skill and analyzing. So after you have assessed and collect the data, can you analyze? If the person smile at you, okay, later maybe Jonathan said, this person angry with me, is it a correct analyze? Is it a correct? No, right. People smiling, you say that people is angry with you. So you need to have the skill in analyzing. So analyzing not only in terms of facial expressions, but in terms of the situations, the purpose, and so on. So problem solving, you need to solve the problems. If let's say if the baby wants milk, but you give the baby a drumsticks, can the baby eat drumsticks? Cannot, right? So you need to solve the problem correctly as well. That's why before solving, you need to analyze the baby, whether the baby have teeth to eat. No, right? The baby can chew the drumstick. Cannot, right? That's why solve the problem solving skill. So critical thinking. So critical thinking, you need to think, what kind of milk powder? Even the milk powders got different age or level. So critical thinking, you need to think correctly. Communication skill. So when you talk, okay, can you let's say a baby. I take baby again. Can you ask the baby, drink? The baby grab itself and drink? No, right? This is not the communication skills with the baby. So the way for you to communicate with the baby is you who need to put on to the babies. So this is also a skill. So when we are interacting with different types of people, so we need to have different types of interventions, skills, and knowledge that need to be applied on them accordingly. So next, values. So empathy. So just now we have learned, okay, from this, are we able to put on their shoes and understand their feelings, their needs? So, and then dignity and worth of the persons. What is meant by dignity and worth of persons? Any guess? Dignity and worth of the person. Xue Jing? No. So how about from here? Any guess?
The intrinsic value of the person, since they have been born, they already have the value
Okay.
in themselves.
So the intrinsic values of the persons. So there is a value since they born. Okay. So dignity and worth of the persons means that they originally have these values. So every one of here have dignity and worth. Even, okay, the beggars, the homeless. So some of the communities, the people will look down on them. So do they have this dignity and worth? Yes. They are the creations of God. They have this dignity and worth of the persons. Everyone have it. Even the baby, even the children, everyone's on the earth have it. Okay, self-determinations. So what is meant by self-determinations? We have self here, determination. So it means that they're able to make values, make judgment by themselves, they decide what they want. Not that you decide for them. So not that it's okay. Let's say the baby again, eat drumsticks. No, okay. Okay, so self-determination. Let's say the kids, okay, they want to study, but the mother forced them to work. Is the children have self-determinations? No, because it's been forced by the mothers. So competence. So competence means that are you able to work competently, able to work professionally, able to work effectively according to code of ethics. So are you have these values when working with others? So next question to you all. The difference of social worker, is volunteer and social workers the same? So who thinks that is not the same? Who think that is not the same? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, it's all okay, all not the same. I purposely twist the question a bit. Yes, it's not the same. Okay, so volunteer, they are voluntary works without payments. Okay, can say not professionally trained yet. Okay, it's a short-term involvement, which means that let's say I retire, I have lots of free times now, or maybe let's say I have lots of free time, so I just this day I very happy. I just go there to this NGO to help the children to cook for a while. So this is volunteer. But for social works, so social works is a career, is a profession. Like teachers, like doctors, mechanical engineering, like counselors, they are actually is a professions, is a careers. So they are paid workers, you get the salary, you get the gaji lah, okay. Professionally trained, like for example, you are now here to be trained as a professional social works, and then it's a long-term continuous involvement. It's not that I suka then go help here lah. It's no. So you means that you are with them long terms to 3, 4, 5 years above. So this is a long-term involvement. It's not like even days, like a weekdays, okay, Mondays to Saturday or Mondays to Fridays works, continuous works with them. It's a long terms. Okay, so role of the social work professions. Okay, so we have 4 roles here. Enablers. So enablers means that you maximize their capacity, you empower them. So just now we talked about look at their resources. So look at their enabler will look at their resources, what their strength, what they have. So to actually to build on them, to build on their abilities, their capabilities, so to empower them able to stay on their own feet, to work by themselves. Okay, mediator. So mediators is between medians, like the mediators. So you are this orang tengah. Okay, orang tengah between maybe maybe orang tengah, the mediators, to go into the community, stateless community, just now is the ketua kampung, let's say, or even you are the mediators for them to get funding and resources from the JKM, Jabatan Kebajikan Masyarakat, or the charity NGOs to help them. So you link peoples and resources, orang tengah. Yeah, this is orang tengah. So advocate and change agents here. So advocate and change. So here, what is meant by advocate and change? So you want to change that situations, change these noble search. So you will advocate, promote human rights. You will fight for the rights. You will go work with the governments. Okay, to change, to have this ACTA, to have this law, to have this act, to actually promote rights of this group of peoples. So social planner and policy developer. So you have advocate and change. So you continue further up. Okay, develop program and formulate policy. You work with nations. You work with this one, you work with the systems. These two, you work with the individual, families, and also the community. So these two, you work with bigger levels, higher levels. So next, okay, later on I will have these questions. What are the role of social worker in a given situations? So before that, any questions on this one? No questions? Seems like Derek had questions. Look like,
Time to digest.
Need time to digest, no problems. I will make you to understand more by using case studies, okay? Using this one. So what are the roles of the social worker in a given situations? So, okay, this one maybe everyone wonder, who is this one? Sabah again. Actually, this is Sabah again in Mabu. Okay, in Mabu, Buaya Tulang. Okay, this is a very nice pictures of beautiful islands, but at the back of it, when there is so at the back of it, actually, if you see clearly, so this actually a lot the sampah floating, and the people. Okay, you can see the bridge. Okay. So you can see actually a lot of them are staying, for those who are the stateless just now, a lot of them are staying at these areas, okay, very swampy or even above the waters. So in your opinions, okay, so back to the questions, what are the role of social worker in the given situations? So I can give you 3 minutes to discuss with your groups, and then I would like to have another person to share what are the roles. What are the roles that social workers can play in this? You can just state one role. What are the main major roles that social worker can play in this? I give you around 3 to 5 minutes.
谁要 present？
You can choose another person to present.
那Jonathan先。OK。
可以。
你想要讲哪一个？哪一个？这个。
social 这个是social planners 跟 policy developer， 它就是那些policy 啊那种，就是 like for example we have this national blueprints is one of the policies, so it's more on you work on with the whole country. You can just choose one.
这个是什么节目？
Advocates and change agents. So advocates and change agents actually you fight for the rights for this group of peoples. You want to change the things that they don't have. You want to change the systems, the whole system, the poverty systems, and then at the same time to have rules or acts to protect them. You can choose one.
你觉得哪一个？你要讲哪一个？其实每一个都有，每一个都有，看你喜欢。
So you can choose ones or.
education，
偏向 education， 比较偏个人一点。以这个情况的话，可能是也有，但是因为它比较个人。
米特是
好像看中间的。
So who will present?
I don't know.
你有你有 idea， 他会选择这样一点的，你觉得有什么要讲的吗？
是你的，如果是social worker的话，来培训版的NGO，又可以跟政府反映那边的问题。
And maximizing the capacity of humanity to meet needs. I think okay lah. Maybe the social planner, develop program.
Awareness. What kind of awareness?
Or policies that can protect, like for example, the environment. Maybe it's also.
Environment
Awareness.
Pollution awareness.
Environment.
Awareness. Oh, pollution awareness.
Yeah, so
Can have policies to help them.
Yeah, because of paper.
Yes. So I give you 1 more minute. So this group have decided to who to present. Okay, Jonathan. Jonathan is writing. So how about this group? Who will present? Mr. Derek.
maybe.
Meetings and engagement activity, environmental awareness, develop policies, policies which are
Penalties. punishment?
Punishment or penalty?
Penalty.
Punishment sounds like.
Okay, so time's up. So let's start with this group first, because just now this group start first. So we will have this group to start first. So this group, the presenter of your thoughts.
So do I need to write?
It's okay. So
I
just
present.
yes, yeah, you just share what are the roles that social workers can have from these situations.
From these situations, I think as social workers we need to promote their human rights, because they have because they are not they are our still our Malaysians, so they have the right go for education, and we have to fight for their health. Maybe we can arrange some medical maybe a small clinics or and so on, maybe provide for them. Yeah, this is what we discussed. And the second thing is, since the environment is quite bad, a lot of pollutions, so I think we can set up programs about environment awareness, so to teach them how to protect our seas, since very dirty, and we can what like cotton rayons for programs that we can clean together lah. And maybe can set out some policy like penalty if they pollute the environment again. Yeah, that's
Okay.
from me.
Thank you. Yes. Okay. So from here we can see that social workers can play the roles of advocates and change agents. So give them this opportunity, educate them. When they have these education opportunities, they know how to protect their environments. Okay, they know how is the importance of sanitations, health, cleanliness, and the environment to them, and even we can work with the policy. Okay, so if they still continue, there is this penalty. So there is this events campaign for them and work with them in Gotong Loyong as well. Okay, thank you. So we have this good.
Okay, so our group is the role of the social work professions can become the mediator, because mediator can help to communicate to the government. So let the government know these people have the help, need to help them, and also can link to the volunteer. Social worker can let the can arrange the volunteer help to clean the environment, and also can link to the contractor to rebuild, because some of the housing and also the bridge is broken. Yes, and also can become public awareness to let the other know, let the public know this kind of people have the help, need our help to let them can still have a good life lah. Then, and also social work become mediator can let them get the resources from the other NGO or also government to provide their daily food or supplements. Yes.
Okay, that's good. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, social worker can be the mediators. Linking them to the governments, to the city councils, to even to the other NGO to work with them, to actually educate them, to help them to clean out. So even work with the hospitals to actually give their health checks. So all this we can see social works. Although from like these pictures, so maybe we was wondering, where should we start? How should we start? But actually, indirectly, social work can play a lot of different role. So this is what they have done. So this is done by the Sabah Medis Crisis Relief and Development. So they actually work with the city councils to collect all the rubbish, and then transports them out from the pulau. So we are working as, like Jonathan say, like this group say, mediator, and at the same time, we work with the local community to build the bridge. So you can see the bridge just now. We don't have a bridge. So if let's say, do you see any lights?
No.
No lights, right? At night time, do you think that you can walk like this? Okay. This one have air pasang, no? If air pasang, then push, swim, no? So they actually built the bridge for them. So you can see as compared, it's cleaner as compared to the previous pictures. But is it a long term? No, right? So that's why we need to continue to work as a change agents to actually educate them, change them, empower them to learn that it's important to keep the sea, the environment clean, not for the whole earth itself, but actually for them as well. So this is the role of social works that can play. And then actually we have coming to the end. So before that, would like you to all to discuss with your friends. So if let's say now, your uncle, auntie, or friend and relative come to you and ask you, or meet your friends and classmate, or you go to a reunion, what you are studying now? What is social work? Social works? What is social work? So how will you answer him or her? So I would like you to share with your group. You can send one representative from your groups. Later you will tell them, you will present in front. So I will ask question, what is social works? Social works. So every one of you can discuss in the groups. Give you around 3 to 5 minutes. And then we will have you to share in front. If someone asks you, what is social work? Social work. Never heard of it before. So how will you actually respond and answer to these questions? So I give you around 3 to 5 minutes to discuss, and then just one person to share in front here.
So
everyone has chance to share.
So how will you answer? Your auntie asks about social works. Never heard about, or they ask social work.
So we need to
volunteer ka?
We need to explain to our friends what is social work, right?
Yes, they have no idea what social works
So
is.
we pretend they have no idea.
We pretend them they have no idea, never heard of social work, and they give you a first thought, social works? Apa itu Kerja sosial? Tak pernah dengar saya. So how will you respond?
I choose to ignore them.
You choose to ignore them. Cannot not choose, Jay, not choose. Now you are compulsory to answer because a lot of them asking you, apa tu ya?
Yes. Go to ChatGPT. What consider studying? How we express professional. How
So, Xuan Jing will present, huh?
how pro this job? Why is this? Why is social work is a professional position?
Because it has knowledge, value, and skill.
Okay, a social work contains knowledge, skills, and
很多人会误以为是这样。对，我觉得这个应该可以这样子。
we show them our degree certificate.
Not bad, not bad.
4 years study, 4 years after. 4 years only.
Not bad, not bad.
3 years. 3 years.
3 years study, 3 years training. Not bad.
We show that our resources, our reference book one by one.
Not bad.
Yeah, this is semester one what I did, and then this is what I did last and our FYP.
Can?
Showing one by one.
Okay, no problem. No problems. Yes.
And we have salary.
And two more minutes.
And we have salary. We are not volunteer. Volunteer means we have no income, but we have income. Good enough? No.
If you are ready, this group ready?
No.
Not yet. Not yet. Okay, I'll give you. It's okay. Still got 2 more minutes. This group ready?
Not really.
Not ready. It's okay. 1 more minute. 1 more minute. Don't be nervous like a chit chat, like a chew, and like your auntie asked you, "Aya, boy, what you study?"
I study nothing.
You go study. You go study.
Pancing ikan. No, NCO not study.
MCO not study. MCO go study during the online
Online class. On the camera but sleep on the bed.
It's okay. Still study. Got recording for you to look back. Okay? Maybe? Okay, maybe then it's okay, it's okay. So we will have this group first. We have John. Yeah. Maybe John needs to come to the front here. Okay. Okay, John, you can stand here. So, okay. Ayo, you go to auntie, go bring peppers.
Okay, if my auntie asks me what is the course you are studying, if I say social work, if she asks what is social work, I will just say that actually the social work is different compared to the volunteer because the social worker is much professional and it needs much training and also require skills and knowledge, okay, and also the values. Okay, just not only say. Okay, meanwhile, social work also is targeted for the people who are needs, such as elderly people, minorities, or stateless people. And also, actually, the social worker is much. I think that it's much more like needed. Okay, needed because just now you have shown the slides. In the US, actually the numbers of social worker is increased. Okay, it shows that our world is actually need much social worker because we do have many people that really need help from people like that. Just know but so just now I said it's different with the volunteers because somehow it also has gaji income, and it also the long term, continuous. So they actually has doing some events and also giving some foods to the people maybe in kampong area. So that's my understanding for social work.
Thank you. Any the friends and auntie or detective got any question to ask your friends?
I still cannot understand.
You guys cannot understand. It's okay. We got the second one too. Explain what is social work is.
If they ask me what is the social worker, then I will tell them social worker just like a professional person lah. They also have to get some professional training. Not everyone they can do this work lah. This also like other course. Also we have to learn around 3 years, 4 years like that. They also need some professional knowledge or skill or value. It differs like volunteer because before this I also think like social worker same as volunteer, but now I know they have the difference because social worker they can get salary. It's like a reward because if other person you tell them you work like social work, maybe maybe they thought it you just volunteer to do it, but it's not. Yes,
Thank you. Any add-on? Any add-on from your group?
No. Not with my group. Okay.
No. Any add-ons?
No.
No? Or any question to ask your friends? Yeah. No, okay, it's okay.
How much the salary for social work?
How much? The salary of social workers if you work in NGO, so standardized in whole Malaysia now, okay, the basic minimum salary is 1,500, and then you based on your experience get up to 2,000 as well, okay, so it depends on your working experience. If you are working in governments, it's following the scale. So the scale N19, 41, 52, 44, so it depends.
How about diploma, starting with diploma?
Starting on diploma for NGO actually can be
for
governments fresh graduate can say if N19 is 1,500 as well, but if you have diploma is around the scales is around 2,500 like that. For diploma. So if you work in government, this is a government scale. Okay, different from NGO. Any questions that you think your auntie or your friends will ask? You can help to answer now.
Now we know how to answer.
Now you know how to answer. Okay, good. So when you go back, your moms or your auntie, uncle ask, or your friend ask, or now, okay, I hope you all can answer and tell them confidently. to then social work is a profession. Okay, so as we come to the conclusions, so social work is helping professions, right, and careers, giving the edge to help people live a better life. We emphasize on empowerment, emphasize one's strengths and rights, empowering the marginalized family and community to achieve social functioning. So you have learned, okay, what is social work, the professions of social work for today. So helping professions. So thank you for today, and then we'll continue the next models after the break. We'll see you later. So thank you. Yeah. Okay. So welcome back from the break just now. So we're entering through the module 2. So effective communication and active listening skill. So actually just now module 1 you have listed down what are the skill need, and most of you have listed communications. So now this module 2 we will enter into effective communications. Okay. So communications actually is two-way. So if you just communicate one way and people don't listen, is it communications? No. No, right. So that's why we will have communication at the same way active listening skills. It's a two-way communications. So before we start, I know maybe some of you quite tired. I would like to ask for energizer, okay? I ate, you guess. Okay, I ate out, then you guess. Okay, so I would like maybe one person to egg, and then and then you guess. Okay, who can guess the highest? Maybe this group. This group's maybe. I give them one more point, okay? Because let's say Francisca is the one acting, okay? Then I give them one more point because they ate less of one person's, right? Can, right? Okay, can agree? Okay, agree. Then we start. So I will have around 16 of it, but we will just play around with using 5 minutes. So Francisca will act out, and then there is word things, and there is a statement. And there's the actions, okay? So for example, maybe dog, okay? Maybe Francisca need to add one words or 2 words like that, okay? But cannot calculate alphabet for them lah. Alphabet maybe very hard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Very hard to. If you calculate one by one, so maybe a bit hard lah. So use your creativity to show, and then use your critical thinking. Just now we say the skill. Critical thinking to guess. Okay. Okay, so we have Francisca, welcome her. Okay, only can act, cannot use verbal. Okay, cannot use verbal. So before you all answer, you need to raise out your hands. Don't directly shout the answer. If directly shout answer, I don't count it as a point. Okay, ready, everyone? Yeah. The first one.
How many words?
It's all one word, right?
No.
Or either word or phrases, but not sentence, right? Just short phrases. Okay. Hey. Sorry. No.
You see her movement just now.
Driving.
No.
Robot.
A woman is driving.
No.
Robot.
Almost. Transformer, yes. Okay. 2 points. Okay.
Yeah.
Eating banana.
No. I give you all hints. Just one word.
Singing.
Ice cream.
Singing.
Can pass. Okay. Okay.
Ultraman. We are the most simple.
This is 3 words.
Open the door.
Okay. 3 words. Three words.
Eating a drumstick.
Okay lah. Actually, I like drumsticks. One word.
Smile.
Four words. First I, correct?
I love you. I will.
No, 4 words.
I go to toilet.
Almost.
I poo.
No, almost. You want to pass? I need toilet paper. Okay, 1 word.
Balloon.
Similar.
Coconut.
Yes. Okay, yes. Last 2.
Score.
Point.
1 word.
Criticize. Judge.
You.
Blame. Scold.
Similar.
Angry.
Okay, last.
The last one.
I know this group.
McDonald.
1 word.
Sunflower.
This one for sure everyone can guess one. 1 word.
One word.
You look more details how she.
Shine. Durian.
Yes. Okay, thank you. Is it hard? Okay. So what you all have learned from this game? Is it hard just now? Very hard, right?
Very hard.
Without without words, can we communicate?
Yeah, we still can communicate.
Still can communicate.
Not guess. Concentrate.
Concentrate. We need to guess. And then what else?
We need to imagine
We
what
need-
is the person.
Okay, imagines.
Yeah.
So even when we are imagining, can we, when the very first time, can we guess the correct answer?
Usually no.
No, because
Usually no.
I guess we always use our own thinking to interpret what she wants to tell us. I think we need to try to something like stand on shoes. like into empathy and so on, so we can know what she really want to tell us. Yeah, this is an important thing that I provide.
Yes, because for example, like Derek say, so because we have our own values. For example, just now, very simple, durians. Okay, durian just now. So Francisca is drawing like this ones, right? And then got the thunder, like the tone.
But this is like sun.
So some of you say this is sunlight.
Or sunflower.
Sunflower. And also flowers maybe.
Yeah.
So even you can see our understandings of the words might be different from all of us here. That's why communications is very, very important. So in order to communicate well, we need different communication style, type of communication. So we're back to our modules, which is effective communications and active listening. So let's look at this one. So when I say communications is interactive and ways take place within relationships. So from these pictures, okay, we look at this one. Have any communications going on?
Yes.
Yeah, yes. Why yes? Why no?
Who said no?
Just now I heard no. Just now. John, right? Like John, why no?
Because I think that sometimes it's just it doesn't need communicate, it's just
Actions.
because the child also know what his father want to do, and his father also know what
How to-
child needs to do.
Okay. So the fathers and son know what to act with. Okay. So how about those say yes? Xue Jing, why say yes?
Like when in love.
Love language. Okay, so we look at next. Okay, next. Any communication going on? Let's say I focus on this. Any communication going on?
Yes.
Yes. Why yes? Jonathan.
Using the eyes contact also is the communication, also the body movement.
Okay. So eye contacts and the body position movements. Agree? Okay, yeah, maybe, yes. Okay, now we are very, very active on our Instagram, TikTok, what else? Social media. Any interaction going on? Yes, okay. How about during Zoom meeting?
Yeah.
Online class? Yes, right. So how about dancing in a Zumba? Yes. So actually, I can say all these have communications that going on. So even let's say I sitting downstairs there. Okay, let's say I sitting and don't want to talk to you all. Do I communicate any message to you all? Yes. No. Okay. So yes, I can say yes because I'm telling you by using my body language to tell you, don't disturb me, leave me alone, okay? Like these ladies, just sitting down there, eating, okay? Leave me alone. But the qualities, okay? The quality of the relationship and the quality of the communication deeply connected with each other. So this one we can say that, do they have quality communications? Yes. Okay, because their relationship is father and son. So they communicate, the quality of communicates is well and the relationship is good. That's why they communicate well. So this one, the stranger and other, do they have a relationship with other? No, right, they don't bother. Why I want to talk to you, I just tell you, don't keep me alone, leave me alone, okay? Internet. So some of you maybe in your friends, you add your friends, and some of you that are stranger, maybe you will add or will not add. Depends on your qualities or your relationship with that person, the person that you know. Okay, for example, during the Zumba, You will have body touch with someone that you just, okay, first time go to Zumba. You will have body touch, pump your butt. Okay, no, right? Unless, okay, someone that you are close with. Okay, then you will have this body language. Okay, body touch things. Okay. The next questions. Okay. So communications is context related. Why we say so? Let's say you go to orchestra or this library. So when you go to library, you will know what to do. So when we go to be silence, we know the context that. So communications happens in context related. So when you go to library, you will know that I need to be silent. I need to put back the book, and where is the racks? Where should I go? How do I borrow the books? So it's context related. So let's say go to orchestra. So what are the things that you see here? What are the communications? Everyone is wearing music, wearing black shirts, wearing formals. So when you go to this orchestra, will you wear sandals, salwar pendek, and then to do like that? You will not do so, right? Because you know at that context, I need to stand properly, I need to dress up properly to respect them, because we are in the context. Okay, next. Okay, we know FIFA, football, you all know, right? Football, you know, right? So let's say last time the Manchester MU and Manchester City. Let's say Manchester City and MU. Maybe this group is Manchester City. This group is MU. Okay. So suddenly, will the MU person sit at the Manchester City side? No, right? So you know your context. So you know you are red team or blue team. You know that you are which team. You are supporting which team. So this is actually why communications is context related. We know at which context how to communicate. For example, if we move closer, when we go to like for example, very simple things. So when we are talking to our Muslim friends or we're eating with our Muslim friends, so the context that we are knows that no pork, halal, okay, pork free. So these are the contexts that we learn as a Malaysians. Or let's move closer. When in the family, can you beat your mother and fathers? Cannot, right? Unless you are domestic violence people, okay? Rebellious people. So we learn the context that we need to respect our parents. We learn the context that they are our elderly, so we have to respect them, listen to them. So these are the contexts that we have learned. Okay. And then let's relate to social works. So in social works, we also have different contexts. Let's say we're working in a gerontology, so in the elderly. Okay, let's say addiction, substance abuse, and also hospice, international or domestic violence. So within different contexts, okay, as a social works, you need to learn, let's say for example, working in addiction, substance abuse, we need to know that what kind of drug, what kind of addictions, what kinds of rules, what kinds of acts that are related to substances abuse and drug and alcohol. So we need to have this knowledge because we are in the context. So let's say we are working with children and families, in a children and families. So we know that what are the things that we need to protect. And then with this compound with the children, so if this is girls, then we need to have female social workers. So this is the context. And even go to the courts, this is this child protector with the children. Or they will not sit into the courts, but there is a room for them to protect them, to be with them. So we need to know within this working with child and families context, what are the things that you need to learn from it? So social work's role will have different meaning in different places. So it depends. So what is your interest? Like for example, some of you in Agape, Destiny for Children, and institutes in working during MCO with church. So you have this context. So the social worker in church context will be different in the social workers in this NGO and even in government sectors. So there is this different context that social workers will need to work with. Okay, so any questions so far? So far? Good? Okay, so let's look at this one. Okay, sorry. So within your group again, okay, any communications happenings, and then you need to explain why there is the communication happening. I give you 3 minutes to discuss, and then you all can share to the classroom. So why there is a communications happenings? What communications is happening? What is it? So within a group, you can discuss, and then someone to share. So you can give examples. What are the communications that happen? So this group, who will share? Magiska?
Me also.
Okay, Adele? Later have role play? Coding? 还有什么 Still have all kind of communications, a lots of things. Đấy.水晶 Zen. I give you 1 more minute. This group okay? Discussing. Okay. Okay. Although don't have road sign, what sign they have? Hey, it's road sign. This one? This one? Coffee? Sidewalk? So what else? I will see how creative you are. It's like testing your creativity and critical thinking skill. Restaurant they are talking. Oh yeah.
Maybe it's a very romantic.
Valid. What else? Okay?
Yeah, I hear temporary fried rice talking to me.
Huh? You hear where is tempura fried rice? Where is tempura fried rice? Oh! Tepan, oh,
Very delicious.
oh, very delicious and eat. Oh, this is communications as well. Okay, so come. So let's everyone point out. So for these groups, what you say? Like any. So just now, Derek said that Tepan fried rice calling me. So what you see?
First is the couple.
The couple. Okay, the couple here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Using the body movement.
Body movements, contact. Okay.
And also all the signboard.
All the signboard here.
Using the verbal communication.
Verbal communication, calm. Okay, right. Very striking colors, right? And big.
And also the car.
The car.
Also,
Okay.
Maybe he was horn.
Okay. Okay, maybe it's horning and then the in front. Don't bother, right? So it's a communication. Right. I don't bother. It's my way of communicate to tell you I want to stand in front of you. Okay. You drive your car. I walk my way. Okay. Any else?
And inside in front of the restaurant, the waiter is promoting the food.
Okay. Waiter is promoting the foods. Okay. Yeah. Promoting the foods, and then even telling you luxury. I don't know this one. I haven't Google Translate what is this mean. Okay. Any else from this group?
The people is upstairs eating.
The people upstairs eating just now, maybe that thing romantic talking about. Okay.
That's all.
That's all. Thank you. How about this group? Many advertisements. Okay, many advertisements. Okay, full. Okay. Many business. Okay.
They have one DVD.
One DVD. Okay, one DVD. Some music at the 5th floor. Alright. DVD at the 5th floor.
And also have
Couples. Couple working.
many people walking around there.
Very noisy.
Very noisy. Got lots of sound. Although don't have sound now. Maybe. Anything? No, don't have. Okay, so yeah. So even from here we can see that okay, they are communicating with each others, and they also communicate things to you. So what are these? Okay, what are all these signboards are telling you? Okay, I telling you here on this 5th floor there is a DVD. They selling DVD. There is a coffee here, a very luxury coffee. Here also got DVD and lots of signs. So you will know. Okay, when you step into the streets, you know. Okay, I want to drink coffee. I know I will go to this shop to drink coffee. So even and on the streets, you will try to avoid. You will try to look at each other, even eye contacts. So the waitress will look at you. Okay, when you have the first eye contact, they will give you okay, menu. Okay, come to our shop like that. So this is all these communications that actually are happening in around us. Okay. So what actually is effective communications? Oh, sorry. So pay attention and be present in the conversations. Active listening. Are you able to pay attention? And then show empathy and try to put yourself in the other person's shoes, showing respect. Okay, non-judgmental. So ask questions to clarify and confirms your understanding of the message. Oops. I think there's a hiccup over there. Okay. So ask questions, clarify, and confirms with your understanding. Oh no. It's okay. So this is the way the HDMI communicate with me. Okay, to tell me to be careful.
Don't stay on me.
Don't stay on me. Be careful. This is a communication. You see? Okay. So I know the message. Be careful. Be careful. Okay. So type of communications we have learned. Okay. Verbal communications. Now I'm talking to you. Okay, verbal communications. Non-verbal communications. Any guess what is non-verbal? Body language, actions, okay, or facial expressions. Okay, sorry. Eye contact, yes. Yeah, so all of these are non-verbal communications. So written communication. What is written communications? Right. Okay, write it down. Questions, message. Okay, and then visual communication, like currently, is a visual communications. So each type of communications actually have advantage and disadvantage. So why we say so? So for example, so the people, okay, so the people that are only can know to speak Chinese, and they don't know how to speak Malay. So when you are communicating with them, so you need to use a correct language when talking with them. Okay, I think this HDMI communicating with me again. Okay, so we need to choose the right context. How should we speak? What should we speak? So in a very formal context, can we say yo like that in a hall ceremony? Cannot, right? So we need to use appropriate types of communications when we are communicating to others. So there is a advantage and disadvantage of dance. So let's look at these non-verbal skills in communications. Sitting positions. Can give me examples of sitting positions that the person are listening well to you. Can everyone show me now? Can everyone show me sitting positions that you are listening? Oh, very attentive. You will sit straight and then look at me, right? So this is a non-verbal communications. So body positions, your eyes, you look at me. When I ask, okay, everyone give me a sitting positions that you are concentrate, you are looking on me. Okay, you put down a pen. Okay, listen to me. You are showing that you are ready. So it's the same thing when you are communicate with your target group, your clients, the people that you want to help with. You will be ready, you will sit properly, you will sit like this. What you will feel if I sit like this and talk to you? Not serious?
Patient.
Not patience? How about, do you happy I sit like this, talk to you? Like a boss. Well, like a boss. Okay, right. You will be happy and then you will feel that I got this gap very far away. Okay, I don't want to talk to you anymore, sir. I just cause myself. So all these non-verbal skills are very important to communications as well. Okay, your hands movement, facial expressions. Okay, from here. So difference of it, you will see that lying not open to communication like closing. Look at this. These persons are suspicious. Suspicious, or even the eyebrows. Okay, like that. All interested. You will be bright. You will be open out yourself to others. So your body positions, your facial expression, eye contacts, your eyebrows, your ears or your mouth, your hand movements, your leg, your standing positions, all are telling a message. You are giving indirect message to others as well. So it's important to have different types of communications when you communicate with others. So let's look at this. Have you ever, maybe some of you ever watched MasterChef, The Voice? So even here, do you think there is a communications? Right. So we can see most of them are the judges. So the judges using different types of communications, like they will taste. I see, like licking the plate. Okay, licking the plate with these body actions, okay? So they're telling you, if you see, you can see the facial expression, why you, delicious, maybe, yeah. This one, yeah, delicious. So everyone's, you can tell indirectly the facial expressions. So you will give the message, okay? The judges use communication to offer constructive criticisms. Okay, we know that, okay, some of the judges don't like, they will fly the plate or throw away the things, right? So sometimes they will use verbally criticals, managing conflicts, maybe this one is the managing conflict, okay, peace everyone, okay, be the middleman, okay, we don't know. Providing comforts and supports, you say, oh, you sing very well, the voice, okay, I like your voice. Or they have the action, press the button and I want to select you as in my team. So sharing of humorous moments, like sharing funny things through different action or through talks, or if you know some of the comedians, okay. Okay, so we move on to this. Basics of active listening is very simple. Okay, just 3V and 1B. So visual, vocals, verbal, and 1B, body language. Okay, visual. So in order to have this active listening, visual eye contact. When you speak to someone, okay, everyone opens your book, everyone turn to page 3. Do you interested on me?
No.
No, right. You will also go back, sleep better, right? Okay. So vocal qualities. Your voice can reflect your warmth, interest, or needs to alter the voice and speech rate. If I say, okay, everyone, please tell everyone. Can you listen? No, that's right. If I restore everyone, please open your book on page 100000. You will feel also sleepy already. Now you want to sleep already, right? So you need to use appropriate tones and the speeds. Even if, let's say, sometimes we need to talk slow, okay? We need to know who is our target clients is. For example, our target clients, they maybe have listening difficulties, so we need to speak louder. Okay, we need to speak louder on this, and also clearer, slower pace. Because it's not that we are scolding them, but they require a louder voice. Okay, so sometimes my friends, they also will tell me, oh, you need to speak louder to me, I cannot hear what you say. So when you interact with your clients, talk to your clients, some of them we need to use a louder voice, slower pace, or even bigger words. Sometimes the forms, kecilnya, you take out the form, the auntie already like very fast, still cannot read, or you help me feel, or some of the auntie will say, I don't know. So this is a communication. Even the form is communications to others as well, because they don't understand the language, so they cannot go for isi borang. They cannot ask for bantuan. They cannot ask for help. So they say, susah lah. They susah because they don't understand the language, the communication breakdown there, the barriers of communications there. So this is one of the things that we need to know. So when we are communicating. So the third one, verbal tracking. Seek and track the client's stories. Means that you concentrate, you listen. Okay, you listen to what the client is saying, or what I am saying, or what your friend is saying. So you don't, it's not that people are talking to you, go holiday on, let's say go holiday to Taiwan, let's say. Then suddenly you say, hey, or go Japan lah. Are you keeping track? You are not keeping track. Or suddenly people say go KFC. You say, go mama. Oh, okay. Then everyone go KFC, then you go mama, bye-bye. Okay. So are you keeping track? Are you been concentrating and listening to the others' sayings? So tracking, your trackings. So let's say boys-girl relationship, you have your girlfriends and boyfriend, let's say. So maybe your boyfriend like to keep playing, or you yourself, do you think that you will happy? No. That's right. Because there is no communication, they are not tracking to you. They are not really listening to you. You feel frustrated. Hi, don't want to talk again? You do yourself. So, active listening, verbal trackings. So body language, in building trust, be authentic and be yourself. Okay, always be yourself. Okay, know your values as well. Encouraging gesture and warmth is important. So some people we know that, especially our Muslim friends, we know that we cannot have body touch on the opposite genders. So this is the things that we need to know. And some people, although maybe in terms of they will feel very not comfortable of standing right in front. Let's say I'm standing very close. Maybe for her, okay or not okay? Okay. Okay, maybe I stand very close to John. Okay or not? You see, but you can see the tone, the message telling you, okay, telling you like be forced to say okay. So this is a message, the tone, the tone of it, the speed of it. So it's indirectly telling you, not really okay, but since others say okay, I say okay also. Maybe okay. So this is the things that we need, body language, or even we know that some we know peace. Maybe some peace is peace but this one is a foul language in some country. Okay, like this one may be okay for others, but sometimes this one is money. Give me money. In Japan, give me money. Or in Korea, give me money. This one. When others say to you this one, you say okay. They are actually asking for money from you. Okay, so different things, different symbol have different things. So we need to understand the language of others. So active listening, 3V, visual, vocal, verbal, and 1B, body language. Very easy, right? Because later on we're going to have role play. We're going to have role play from you all. Okay, from you all. So any questions so far? No question. If no question, then I ask questions to you all. Okay. So in order to be active listeners, so what you need to have this group.
As in, what is the skill?
Anything, skills.
We need to have empathy.
Empathy, okay.
And we need to pay attention to them.
Pay attention to them, okay. So, is speaking very fast is good communications? No, okay. But actually, depends sometimes, okay. Depends on situation, yes. Okay, so I have this video to you all. So 4 things all great listener knows by TED's Educations. I have it actually.
It's pleasantly tricky to know what truly excellent listening looks like. Behavioral scientists have found that good listening is one of the most important things we can do to improve our relationships, develop our worldview, and potentially even change people's minds. So what can we do to become better listeners? At its core, listening in a one-on-one conversation is about taking an interest in another person and making them feel understood. There's no universally agreed upon definition of high-quality listening, But some recurring features include attentiveness, conveying understanding, and showing a positive intention towards the speaker. This doesn't mean you can simply go through the motions. Researchers have found that merely smiling and nodding at set intervals doesn't quite work. However, there is something slightly performative about listening, in that it's important to show you're doing it. So in addition to actively attending to a speaker's words, good listeners also use questions and body language that indicate their understanding and their desire to understand. This might feel awkward at first, and what's most effective might depend on your relationship with the speaker, but with time and practice, you can internalize these basic behaviors. So let's say a good friend wants to tell you about an issue they're having with their partner. Before even starting the conversation, remove any distractions in the environment. Turn off the TV, take off your headphones, and put your phone away. One study showed that even the visible presence of the phone made conversations feel less intimate and fulfilling to those involved. Once the conversation begins, one of the most important things you can do is also the most obvious. Try not to interrupt. This doesn't mean you need to stay completely silent, but if you do interject, look for natural pauses to ask open-ended questions that benefit the speaker, not just your curiosity. Questions like, what happened next? Or, how did that make you feel? Confirm that you're following the story while also helping the speaker dive deeper into their own thoughts. Another great way to show your understanding is by summarizing what you just heard and asking if you missed anything. Summaries like these show the speaker that you're truly trying to understand them, rather than just waiting for your turn to talk. Speaking of which, while a good conversation requires back and forth, planning out your response while the speaker is talking is a common way to miss what's being said. So try to stay present, and if you lose focus, don't be shy about asking the speaker to repeat what you missed. This might feel embarrassing, but asking for clarification actually shows that you're committed to understanding. Finally, don't be afraid of silence. It's okay to ask for a moment to formulate your response, and taking a beat to think can help speakers reflect on their speech as well. These might seem like small changes, but together they make a big difference. And when people feel heard, they report more satisfaction, trust, and connection in their relationships. In the workplace, employees who feel heard generally experience less burnout and perceive the managers who listen to them more favorably. Unfortunately, while it might be easy to listen to some people, it can be hard to muster all this focus and attention if you disagree with or dislike the speaker. But these situations might actually benefit most from your efforts to listen openly. The theory of psychological reactance suggests that trying to force someone to change their mind makes them more likely to defend their point of view. However, recent studies suggest that high-quality listening fosters open-mindedness by creating a non-judgmental and psychologically safe environment. Of course, truly open-minded listening isn't about changing people's minds. Good listening is not the same as agreeing, and conversations don't have to end with a happy resolution. But even during a disagreement, sometimes being heard is enough to start a deep conversation.
So what happens if you can't connect to someone? Or worse, what happens if they reject you? Learn what makes rejection such a uniquely painful experience and how to work through it with this video. Or
okay, so what are the things that you learned to be a good listener from the video?
Put away all the distractions first.
Put away all the distractions first.
Don't afraid to say it out because the listener will reflect what we say. So don't worry.
Don't worry to say out. How about Shitting? No, not here. It's okay. How about John?
Can do the summary, clarify what the person said.
Summarize what other person says. Okay, so these are some of the listening skills that we actually can practice. Okay, in order to interact, communicate well with our others. So don't afraid to be a silence, put away the distractions, non-judgmentals, and then are we there to listen? Are we putting our focus or concentrations on them? Okay, so benefits, why we actually, I keep talking about active listening. So why actually we need active listening? So can build stronger relationships by showing genuine interest in others. Because you show interest on others, so people will also show interest on you. So second, increase productivity and teamwork by avoiding misunderstandings. So let's say Xue Jing, okay, let's say Xue Jing tell group B to take water bottle, but group B didn't listen. So we will have quarrels because he don't really listen. Okay, so we will reduce the productivities of your works as well. So gain new insight and perspective by fully understanding what others have to say. So you might through conversation with them, when you listen to them, pay attention to them, you will indirectly find out, oh, actually he or she actually are interested on ski. He or she don't like to do what. So you will find a new things, new insight from it. Or even when they are talking, so you actually know what they really want to convey the message to you. Okay. So now it's a role play time. So, okay, we will have around 5 minutes to play a part. I think we can have 2 groups. Okay, can have 2 groups to role play. Okay, one group maybe around 2 minutes. So a situation is a father talking with a teenage about the recent school performance. So one group can be, say, the children communicate well, or up to you all. Then we all comment, is this communications good? Is there any communication or not? Your feedback on it. So what went well and what would have gone differently if they do something like that. So at the end you will feedback on it. So the fathers, the teenage and the rest, since each group have 3, so the rest is the observer. Okay, so let's say the first group come out to become the fathers and the teenage. Then the others, let's say Francisca and Derek is the father and the teenage. Then Francisca and other will be the observer. Same for another rounds. Okay, so I will give you 1 minute to discuss who want to become fathers and the teenage. Okay. I will put this away. Do you need a chair over here or just stand? Okay, decide. Decided? See? Oh, 这个爸爸 This is fathers. This is the teenage. Okay, let's start. Okay, I will invite this group first. Come to the front. Who is the fathers? Who is the... Okay, let's look at these groups.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, go.
Cue themselves.
So, how is your performance in school now? Your result okay?
It's okay lah. Like this low? Yeah.
Like this, like what? What do you mean?
It's okay lah.
How many A?
I don't know lah. Just one or two is okay. So far it's okay.
Stand properly when you talk to me. What do you mean it's okay?
Not bad lah.
Wow, I pay money for school and then all you can do is say not bad. I always see you play game only.
I did so. It's okay lah. Yeah. Still can pass all lah. Yeah.
Can pass all.
Yeah.
That's all you aim for. Can pass all enough. I want straight A. You give me can pass all only.
Like this lah. No bad also. Can aim. Don't aim too high lah.
You look at your brother. Already study in USA.
This is my brother. This is my brother. There's no me.
You learn from him. How come like this one?
Because he's my brother and this is me.
Yeah, I don't want to talk to you.
Okay, thank you. So how was it? Any communication happens? What type of communication they are using? Verbal? Body language? What kind of body language they are telling to each others?
Angry.
Angry? Is it? How about the sun? Did not stand properly?
Lying.
Lying? Which part lying?
Uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable? And what else?
Avoiding eye contact.
Avoiding eye contact? How about the father tone?
Judgmental.
Judgmental? Is it too fast, too slow? Okay? For you, what you think? So as a teenage, so what is your feelings? Comparisons. Do you feel happy?
No.
No? Okay. Do you think with the father have the communications?
Yes.
Yes? Not bad. How about fathers? Do you think that you have communications with the teenage?
Not a very good one.
Not a very good one?
Didn't wait for him to finish what he said and just
There's a distractions. Don't listen. Okay? So any other else? The son actually laughing and then angry at the same time. Okay. So this is you. It's okay. So this is the delivery of message. So we can see that. Okay. We can see this communications. The father is at one direction. One, the son do. Okay. The father actually comparing, listens, but the father just want the teenage to listen to what he's saying. So it's like a one-way communication, although it stays a communications. There is no changing of message inside there. There is a change of message, is that I don't agree with you. Okay. Okay, thank you. So it goes to this years. The angry father sitting here or angry teenage rebellious teenage sitting here. Come, welcome. Who will? You want to become the father or teenage?
Do you think they are suitable to become a father?
Maybe. Or then you become a father. So, okay, come. You want two daughters at the same time also no problem.
Two daughters?
Two daughters lah. We will look at how about two daughters, any communication or no communication at all. Oh, don't know? I don't know what they will plan.
Must relate to school performance.
Okay, more than that lah. Give you more than that because you got two daughters. What?
Are you to come here? Closer. What's going on with you, both of you? I received a complaint from from your teacher. So you both did not concentrate in your class and always sleeping in the class. And you always talking with your friends and didn't concentrate on the class. So can you tell me what's going on with you, both of you? So you are the eldest, so start from you first.
I think I'm lazy to go to school. Yeah.
Lazy, you don't want to go to school?
Yeah.
That's your reason? But do you still remember what you have promised to me?
No.
You forgot already?
Yeah.
What about you?
Because I think maybe not enough sleep last night. Then my friends keep distract me. Not me.
Not enough sleep. So what do you do every day? Playing games, watch drama, Korean drama?
No, because too heavy the homework.
Too heavy the homework. But I didn't see you do your homework. You are lying.
But I think the lecturer did not let me. Because my main thinking my result not good, so she don't want it.
So that is your perception. So you think your lecturer is like you. Alright. Since like this, so I need you, both of you, to go back to your room and think about it again. And after that, tomorrow you come, I will talk to you again. Because I'm not in a good mood now.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so what you all see?
The father is very authoritative.
The father is very authoritative. So how about the two daughters when the father talks to you? So what you feel?
The father is angry.
The father is angry,
Yeah.
afraid. So we even can see the daughter just now. So it's like the eyes. Do you see the eyes there? It's like like shock. Okay, and then it's like nervous already when the father asks, because the father is playing a very authoritative roles of it. So what else the communications happenings?
Actually, there is it's better with that because when they still manage to get why the performance is not so good at school, and then so there's still a lot of information between the conversations.
So there's lots of informations going on. So it's like you can see the father is asking questions. It will be looking, finding out. And then the children actually understand what they say, but the children actually maybe lie or not lying, okay, telling the reasons. So there is still the communications that are happening, the verbal communications that are happening. So this is communications. I thought the two children will stand there, don't quiet, or worry with balance. Tôi có your lotas. I thought that, you all so like very good boy, good girl one. I thought we want, why do we are rebellious? Then we want to see, this is, okay, you all can access again. So, can go back, fight in the class, right? So this is why communications is very happens even our daily life. If we don't use a proper tones or proper ways, even the daughter, the sons, will not open out to talk to them. They will very close because I already know what you will say, man. Then why should I talk again? So they will close. That's why using a proper communications, listen to what they want to express is very important to communicate. It's a two-way communications. It's not a one-way communications. So type of communications, a lot that happens, and we need different types of communications to communicate properly, to deliver the message correctly and clearly. So our conclusions. So effective communications requires active listening, clear expressions, and empathy and respects. So before we end, so any questions from you all? Nice. Any confusions? Do you think that you can talk properly from now on?
Maybe.
Maybe. I know, maybe. I don't want maybe. I want yes. Do you think that you can talk properly or communicate well with your client or target group now?
Yes.
One more time? Yes. Okay. So you need confidence. Confidence also a way of communications as well. If you say, yes, I cannot persuade me that you are good communicators, you are good social workers. So can you do it well?
Yes.
Okay, no power. One more time. Can you do it well? 1, 2, 3. Yes. This is the spirits. So, okay. So at the end of these modules, so can you describe what is meant by professional social works? Yes, right. Yes. Okay. So when your auntie, uncle, or friends, or your classmate, or anyone asks you, you know, social work is a professionals. Okay, you know now. Okay. So effective communication. Can you communicate properly now? Yes. Competent. Are you competent now?
Yes.
Yeah. Know their culture. Apply their culture and sensitivity. So no respect and no value judgment. Be open-minded to your target clients and to the ones that you are speaking to the one you are work with. So at the end of this course, okay, I would like to say that I hope you all learn to be a competent social worker in helping the target group, in helping the NGO in your own organizations. So I would like to say all the best to you all in your futures, when you back to your NGO. Okay, so thank you so much. We'll see you in future again. Thank you.